What's up, everybody? Fuck it.
Yo, shout out to fucking like and subscribe. What's up, everyone?
Like and subscribe to somebody
John
else.
almost sounds like he's doing Rodney Dangerfield for him.
Hey, like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
No respect, I tell you.
This podcast gets no respect
Good.
at all. I tell you,
Good.
no respect.
We shouldn't be respected.
So here we are, drinking and bullshitting through the.
It
through
is
the
a
end of Twitter.
Thursday, if
It's
you can
Thursday.
believe it.
It's Thursday.
Believe
It's another day that ends in Y. It's Thursday, November 17th, in the year of our Space Wizard 2022.
And not a single piece of gaming news has fucking happened in the last week.
No. So like that. I mean,
Not
there's
like news.
Yeah,
there was a shitty non-response to Mick Gordon from Bethesda, but it's like bad and stupid, so fuck it.
right.
Yeah,
I mean,
Matt,
It's nothing to
entire-
go. It's the most boilerplate response
Yeah.
they could have done. Like
Like
there's nothing
that
to even
and
discuss.
Pokemon runs bad. Like, ooh.
Well,
What
no,
else is
So
new?
Derek,
What else is
to be
new?
fair, Pokemon runs worse than bad. Like it's running. It's pretty
Hey,
rough out
I don't
there.
know why
in those,
you
in
guys
those
are
Pokemon
talking
Wild,
shit.
but-
You all
Yeah.
tell me about how great the N64 is. You're getting that back, you fucking assholes. Yeah, enjoy that
So-
shit. All right.
So I just want to point out that my entire Twitter feed is just people saying goodbye and handing out their Discord and Instagram handles.
Right.
I mean, guys, don't follow me anywhere else. I'm just gonna keep tweeting cum until the fucking shit dies.
You're gonna keep tweeting cum.
I just look at the. That was the last thing I'm gonna tweet.
Cum. You're gonna wow.
John
CJ, I
says
salute you.
Pentiment came out. Has anyone played that?
Mm,
Oh, I want to.
I haven't played it, but I've heard good things about it.
I've heard very good things. I don't have a way of playing it right now, but everybody I've talked to has said that they're really enjoying it.
Is it shallow if I just say it looks boring to me?
No,
Yeah,
I mean, like
no.
it's not my kind of game. You know, like it's a game where you're very penitent. I'm assuming.
Gone.
That's the one that's like the medieval kind of
hold
art
up.
style,
Hey,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the medieval
Yeah.
tapestry like art style.
Yeah, that looks cool as shit. I'll never play it,
And
but
it's
it looks
a-
cool as shit.
It's like a point and click game.
It's. I mean,
My
it's
backlog
an
is
RPG.
hell right now.
Oh God, it's too true.
So okay, so right off the bat, who's picking up Pokemon?
I mean, I fucking guess.
No, Britt, you already picked it up, didn't you? Like, did you already get the game?
Did you pre-order it, Britt?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I thought you got
All
the
right.
or did the
I thought
console
you
not
got the
come with the game?
Pokemon Switch.
You are rapidly running out of time to pre-order, I'll point out.
Okay,
Like-
guys, hold up, I got it. I'm gonna.
I know
How many
that like
people have said that they're canceling because of how shitty it runs?
Good on
Whatever.
them.
I mean, I'm on the fence, Britt. Like I like it runs. I don't know if you've seen some of those clips online, Britt, but holy shit. Like whole ass when you're catching like there's clips out there where somebody's throwing a Pokeball to catch whatever and whole ass fucking mountains and trees are
Yeah, the
clipping out.
camera
audio-
clips through the fucking
yeah, like
ground.
your character disappears, the audio vanishes, and like it is something else. I've never seen.
Allegedly, the reason it's struggling so bad is because Game Freak is so inexperienced with open world design.
I mean,
so
it's
it's
not
loading
ju-
all at once
It's gotta
instead
be.
of
It's
in
multiple.
chunks.
It's multiple things. Like
Gotta be a data
First
leak
off-
or something, right? Like,
first off, the Game Freak hasn't made too many games like this before, but also like they haven't properly maintained or updated their engine. They don't have a huge team. Like the entirety of Game Freak is what, like 150-ish people, which is like less than half the size of a
Hey,
lot of game
I'm gonna
teams.
add to the vibes of the we're not giving a shit about tonight. Dinner took way too long to make, so I'm just gonna eat live. But I'll blur
Fuck
myself
yeah,
out.
what do you eating?
All right, yeah,
What do you
just-
eating?
just-
No,
hang on, let me
gotta
show the
tell-
plate.
Lean
No,
right
no.
into the mic. Lean
Hey,
right
fuck,
into
that's
the mic.
so
No,
hot.
we have
Ow.
Okay, first we got to shout out to Pat for being here. Like he just knows whenever we're talking about Pokemon.
Yeah.
To anybody who doesn't know, Pat like stayed with us through a whole Pokemon Nuzlocke and helped us significantly. So shout out
wouldn't-
to
we
Pat.
That was
wouldn't
the
have
first
survived
time,
otherwise.
That was the first time Pat was with us, right?
Yeah,
I believe
like-
so.
Pat
Yeah.
what like Pat was a
he
legend.
just he knows when we're talking about Pokemon.
It's fucking magic.
Pat is a legend.
I'm gonna
and-
get Pokemon. I don't give a shit if it runs bad. Whatever.
Yeah,
It's Pokemon.
I played
like,
Arceus or Arceus, whatever the fuck it is.
I don't have
and
standards.
I love it. I loved it, even with its problems. I just was hoping they would fix it before this new game, and clearly they did not. And yeah.
Well, what sucks is this was the thing that I just bought an OLED and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get into Pokemon now. I'm all in. I wanna like jump on the bandwagon now that I just bought this console as soon as like a new on the horizon of a new Pokemon game, and I was like all set to just buy it right straight outright. It looks like complete garbage. I don't think I can like.
Hey, but like you know what? Like who gives?
You
a
like
shit
Super
if
Monkey
you...
Ball, so I mean it's terrible.
Hey,
Wow.
So hey, good news though. Super Monkey Ball, Banana Mania runs at 60 fucking frames per second on the consoles it's on.
I mean, he's not wrong. Brett.
So fucking,
He's not wrong.
suck on that, Pokemon fans. Have fun playing your fucking sub 25 frames game. Fucking,
Look,
all right. You're not getting
Everybody's
it.
mad.
You know what?
Everybody's fucking mad. Pop off,
You know what?
CJ.
in the
You
land
go,
of
King.
you know what? In Pokemon, frames are a luxury. Okay, CJ.
You gotta earn
frames.
them. You gotta like.
You have to earn those frames.
You
You
gotta
gotta-
like rare candy. You gotta fucking grind to get the fucking.
They're gonna sell. They're gonna sell. So the game runs at 15 frames per second. They're gonna sell the extra 15 frames as DLC.
No,
You've actually got to go out and catch. You got to
No,
go out and
not
catch
even.
the extra 15 frames.
You start at 20 frames per second. You get 5 more frames per second with every gym badge.
No, not even.
That's
With
a
every
good idea.
booster pack you buy from fucking Target, you're gonna get the fucking extra frames that you need. Like
That's good.
That's it.
That's a solid marketing strategy.
You all like
fans-
that I'm censored while I sit here eating?
Hey, everyone, subscribe to OnlyFans to watch Derek eat.
Yeah.
I was just making that joke in chat. I hate you.
I don't even check the chat.
Derek, I still don't know what the fuck you're eating. What is that?
Oh, you'll never know because
There's a
Derek's
steak.
like,
There's some
Steak.
Mediterranean style
Ooh.
Mediterranean style roasted vegetables. There's some saffron rice.
Free pants.
Oh. Only
Derek-
pans.
Derek's got
I
that,
do
like,
need to do
hot-
some SDGC cooking streams.
You should
That
do
would be
that
fun.
actually.
I need to do some SDGC bartending streams. Make some fucking cocktails and just get hammered. I am waffling back and forth on whether or not I'm going to pick up Scarlet and Violet at launch. I was really excited about it, but I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, like I'm generally not someone who cares too much about performance issues. You know, like I mean, Switch is my primary console, so I'm not. You know, performance issues don't really bother me, but these are so fucking pronounced that I just don't know if it justifies. I'm not willing to spend $60 on this shit.
It's got to be like inexcusable at this point, right? Like, there's no way they could
It is, and then you have people like me and Derek that are like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna buy it and play."
Well,
it.
no. Here's what I assume Pokemon fan. Look, Pokemon fans they're obviously all in, right? That's like a whatever thing, 100%. But like everyone else who was on the fence about it, this has to be like completely unacceptable. Like it's like release.
Sure. Look, I mean, like if you have standards, this is not even remotely allowable. And like I have standards, but not when it comes to Pokemon.
That makes sense.
It's like
yeah.
I may be a gourmet chef, but if you put White Castle in front of me, I eat
Saints
the
Row
trash.
launch. Like I pre-ordered Saints Row. I clearly have no.
I
like,
put the
standards.
chicken rings on top of the jalapeno sliders, and I go to
yeah,
town.
but somebody
Like,
peed on the sliders, Derek.
That piss.
You can
tastes
rinse
great
them off.
because fucking Pikachu did it.
But you know, but like, you know, I don't know. Like, for example, not Brit, Jesus. Reb actually tweeted out, or she retweeted somebody who had put out one of those just horrific clips of the game running. And Brit, and well, hold on, Justin,
I'm sorry.
hold on.
Wild breaking news that I just saw.
no, not news.
Oh,
I have to
no.
work now.
What's the
Nintendo Switch
breaking
Online
news?
games. Let's go.
Yuji Naka has been arrested in
No!
Tokyo for
Wait.
insider trading related to the new installment of Dragon Quest.
Oh, dumb. Not my boy.
What?
This is the shit that's
Holy
turning me into
shit!
the Joker.
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
Hold
hey,
on.
Send the link. That's my.
Hold
up.
on.
Post that shit in
Hold
chat.
on.
Post that shit in chat.
Please.
Hold
receipts.
on.
I need evidence before you say fucking Yuji Naka arrested for
not
date
Yuji
insider
Naka.
training.
Not Yuji Naka. Come on.
Okay, no, Yuji Naka, I fully believe would do
He
insider
sure as
training.
shit did.
again, I have to say, like, everyone's acting like I should know who this is.
He created Sonic.
He created Sonic.
He
dude.
co-created
No
Sonic.
way.
Yeah.
You might know
he
him.
directed. He directed
He
my
directed
game of the
Balan
year
Wonderworld.
2021, baby.
Yeah, he directed Balan Wonderworld.
Wonderworld, baby.
Oh no.
Our first Square Enix review code.
Mr. Delaby says there goes a chance of Balan 2. God damn.
Oh my god.
Fuck, bro. That's gonna hurt.
I mean,
me
also,
more.
I think his relationship with
So which
every company he's ever worked for would be enough.
well,
which Dragon Quest game?
the new one, I guess.
What new one?
How does
Treasures?
insider trading regarding, like, in relation to Dragon Quest even work?
He's probably fucking around with like Square Enix's like stock value or something by like having that information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
it's probably something like that.
It says,
Hell yeah.
according to the report, the employees had purchased stock of Aiming Inc., the company that is currently making a Dragon Quest title.
Yeah.
These stock purchases were made prior to public knowledge that the game was being developed.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, my assumption, I think he's just pissed that like Square screwed him over during the development of fucking
Balan Wonderworld.
Did Square
no,
screw him
no.
over, or is he an incompetent old man?
both.
Does this mean we're not gonna
because
get?
because
No, no,
like
no.
it
Square
really
screwed
seems
him. I don't
like
know if he-
his history with Sonic is taking the credit for shit other people did, right? Like,
Does this mean we're not gonna get Balan 2, the sequel to Balan Wonderworld?
I think we'll get it, but it'll be like a Kojima game or something. Like Square's gonna bring in
Hideo.
Square's gonna bring in like an outside talent, and he'll have
It's
them make.
gonna be a
no,
Hideo
it's fine.
Kojima
They'll bring
production.
in Yoshi P. It's fine.
Oh my god, yeah, Yoshi P's
Dude.
Balan Wonderworld.
Dude,
It'll
if
be-
Yoshi P directed a Balan Wonderworld game, I'll
that'll
snap
be my game of the century right there. You know what I'm saying? A dark medieval fantasy platformer.
I will
fucking Balan.
I will buy the fucking shit out of that, dude.
Buy the
That's
collector's edition and shit.
Eugene. I want Yoko Taro.
guys,
Make fucking-
I'm just saying. I think I'm getting a little nervous about my Vita and 3DS versions of Mighty Number 9. Like right now, I'm a little worried.
That's Inafune, isn't it?
Oh wait, no, yeah, that was in
It's
Inafune.
Inafune.
Yeah, never mind. Sorry.
Although-
Who's another fucking hack?
Were those ever actually officially canceled, or
No.
they were just kind of like
They're
they were
coming
just kinda,
out.
like forgotten?
They're coming out. They're coming
They're
out.
still technically coming out.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
coming out. Yeah.
Quarter 4 2023. They're gonna be out for the 3DS and Vita. All right.
I fucking love
I
it.
just keep reading this headline over and over again. Like, we have seen so many like fake ones. Like, I'm familiar with the Twitter user that posted it. He posts legitimate like gaming industry news.
Yeah,
in
no,
Japan. Like this is a very legitimate account.
Yeah, no,
posting this.
he's completely legit. Yeah, he's a one. Like I'm fucking. This is wild to me, dude.
It's not that wild. I mean, if you asked me to like, hey, Derek, what do you think is the number one crime Yuji Naka is most likely to commit? I'd be like, oh, insider trading.
Yeah,
Like,
that dude-
100%.
hey,
It just
listen,
tracks.
He needs the fucking money, so I would 100%. Look, hey,
Like Hironobu Sakaguchi was arrested for murder. It's like, wait, who? What?
like
it's just-
I love Sonic more than like all of you combined, but man, like fucking like I believe that Yuji Naka would be arrested
Kick
for
him
like.
out. We don't need this. We
Wow.
don't
You
need
guys-
this.
that's fucked up, dude.
I'm gonna drink tequila out of the fucking what is the vodka out of the Sonic mug now.
Oh, hey, I had a question for CJ. You've been playing Live Alive. I need your thoughts on the fucking Western chapter.
Oh
on
my
your
god,
West.
that Western chapter is like the second greatest like Western themed video game I ever played. Holy shit, they nailed everything. The voice acting's incredible. I didn't know there was
It's
full voice
great.
acting in this game.
The whole game is voice acted.
I know I'm playing the Shinobi part now. Holy shit, incredible! Like the script is so good. A lot more profane than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Especially for like a Square. Like, they're cursing and shit. They're all like killing each other. Talking about like drinking and oh my god, incredible! The fucking mariachi song like made me so happy too. It's like such a joyful bit in that game.
Dude,
I
it's just
loved
a
it.
great fucking game.
The music, like they really nailed the Western aesthetic and everything like that. I genuinely like love that bit so much. That bit alone is like a contender for like my favorite game of the year.
Yoko Shimomura is she did the music in the original, and she came back to redo the music for this. And dude, Yoko Shimomura is a fucking
Incredible.
genius.
She kills it like in every
No,
game she's in.
incredible. And the visual. I mean, come on, like
Dude, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
No,
and dude, and excuse me, Derek and I had this conversation excuse me, said something down the wrong pipe there. Megalomania is probably one of the best boss tracks I've ever heard.
Where is that one played?
Over every boss fight.
It's like the standard boss.
Oh, because
theme.
I had the sound off because I'm playing it in handheld mode, so I was watching TV while. When I hit the next boss and like in whatever, I'll
you're
keep
selling
going for
yourself,
that.
dude. That is the Megalomania is the hypest shit you've ever fucking heard.
And it looks incredible on the OLED screen. I'm in love with the screen. It's like this is like a good because I went from having the light to this. It's like the best upgrade for like handheld stuff.
I'm telling you, dude. Live Alive is my game of the year.
Oh my god!
I like it better than God of War. I like it better than Elden Ring.
I gotta get out of here.
But you know what? I actually, let me say something about God of War real quick because I think I'm getting close to the end.
Yeah, let's talk about some fucking God of War because I've actually been playing that.
I really, really, really like this game.
Pizza now? What are you?
Huh?
What are you noshing on?
Oh, this is a garlic naan.
He's eating garlic naan.
I thought it was a piece of pizza.
I just had a whole
pizza with
bag
some
of
pizza.
pizza.
Like saffron
Derek,
rice.
you gotta instead of the blur, you gotta do like the Austin Powers silhouette. That's who you need in the fucking like on your screen.
So I want to say something about God of War real quick. I'm really enjoying the game. I think I'm getting close to the end. This game is getting really long in the fucking tooth. This game is too long. And my biggest criticism about this about God of War Ragnarok is that like every part of the game just drags on.
I feel like look, I'm loving God of War Ragnarok.
I
right?
love it too.
I love it. I would have two. I think that what people need to know. We'll do a review discussion at some point too, like an official one. But like, it just plays like God of War PS4, which is a good game. It's a good game to play. You're here for the story, right? But like, they've added probably too many layers of lootification and gear bullshit.
I would agree with
that don't need to be there. And then considering how far into the game I feel like I am, in the grand scheme of things, very little has actually happened. Like,
So
I'm waiting for shit to pop off.
Well,
and
it's not.
I think I think you could have trimmed some fat. Narratively,
I think, I was just talking about that earlier in the Discord. Like, to be clear, I love the game. It's
Same.
awesome. Like, I'm in, but I just replayed the original God of War in the span of 3 days. I just finished it yesterday, and I started Ragnarok the same day. So like, it's very fresh in my mind. And the opening of Ragnarok had me, and then I got to the first kind of big area, Svartalheim, and it was like, it's just like, it feels stretched thin, like you said. Like, it's like in the original game, because I just played it, I beat it in like 13 hours mainlining it. It's pretty short and concise, but it's like every 30 minutes there's something big happening. Like, areas kind of come and go, and then you're off to the next thing. And this one was like, the first area, it was like 5 samey puzzles to get through the river, and then you get into the mines, and it was just like the mines went on and on. There's little bits of dialogue, but it's kind of the same. You're looking for a person or things like that. And it, like, I'm enjoying it. Like, it's a good game, but yeah, it's the same way. It's like, and the same thing, like the loot. I don't know what it is. The menus are confusing. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe
I think the menus are probably So I actually finished the game last night. I don't know if anybody else here has finished it yet. But yeah,
I'm 5 hours in. I think I'm close.
I'm
yeah,
3
you're
hours
real
in.
close,
I'm right there.
CJ.
I'm like 5 or 6 hours. You know, give me another night. I think I'll have it.
But I don't know. It's been a very long time. Like, and I think probably since the older 3D Zeldas that I had a game that really felt like a proper adventure for me in a long time. And like, Ragnarok like really delivered on that for me. And like, I've done a lot of the side content. I haven't done all of it. There's actually a lot that you can't do until after you finish the main story. Like, there's post-game content with significant story reveals and stuff too.
Yeah.
But like, I found this one completely optional area in one of the realms and ended up spending literally days like there. It took me hours and hours, and it just keeps unfolding with like, all these surprise new boss fights, cool side quests. It's one of the most well-designed areas in the game. Like, I was like blown away by that section, and it's all entirely optional. And like, it's wild to see them be so confident in hiding, like, and not having that stuff be on the main path, because I actually think it's better than some of the main path stuff. I've got a lot to say about it. I don't want to get into any spoilers or anything for people because I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But like, the game really does take you on like a whole journey with the cast, and I don't know. I thought it was really satisfying, and I'm excited to go back and finish up the stuff I haven't done yet. I'm definitely gonna go for the platinum with this. I really love the game.
What I will say is, despite my criticisms about the pacing and the length, as somebody who has like, a ton of regret for things I've done in the past, who has a son who's about Atreus's age in this game, like Kratos has gone from just like an abhorrent character in the original trilogy to like a legitimately, now that I'm getting to the end of Ragnarok, he's turned into a legitimately good man and caring father, and it's fucking wild. It's wild.
In my short time with the game so far, I think I'm like the coldest on it among the group, but like I'm usually like a critical path person when it comes to games. I've been kind of venturing off into side stuff, mostly because I fucking can't stand a lot of the dialogue in the main fucking quest lines when they fucking keep
it can't stand you either.
Yeah, well, I know. Anyway, but there is this one, it's early on where, and I won't spoil too much, but like where Mimir is like kind of like dealing with like his own like the things he's had to do like under the
choices he's made.
The choices he's made and the sort of like decisions he's had to like kind of do because all because of Odin, but like it's all him. And just that dialogue where like Kratos is like not reassuring him, but like telling him like, you can't like hold on to that. You kind of have to like accept it and hope that like whoever you wrong finds comfort in like the smallest things. And like what really struck me is there's a few podcasts ago, it was like when Sam was on, because he was talking about like replaying every game of the series. John, you spoke about the story that you met Cory Barlog, and you spoke about how like your experience as a
that conversation with Cory Barlog is one of the coolest.
Like that, and that's the whole thing I thought, because like Kratos' whole deal was like he was telling like, yeah, like I've done a lot of shit I regret. And he's clearly not healed from it at all. Like he's at least where I'm at.
But he's got PTSD.
Like no, true. That like he literally has like nightmares that he wakes from. The first game, that whole bit where like he's being called by like whatever her name is. What's his wife's name?
Faye.
Faye, where he's being called by her, and then Atreus snaps him out of wherever he's at, and he like freaks out. Like the incredible stuff. Like I think the side stuff has some of the best written bits in any of these two games that I
mean, the whole overarching theme basically of these modern God of War games is it means a lot to me, because I'm somebody who really dislikes the early God of War games. Fuck David Jaffe, like, and anything David Jaffe's put his hands on is a stupid edgelord shit.
Like, look,
they're okay,
no,
but like,
no. But like, you gotta admit, there hasn't been any other big budget like console exclusive games that are as angry and as brutal and just as
but
fucking,
here's the
like,
thing: I'm 31 and I've been angry. Right, I've been.
I'm still Derek,
I know
angry.
I am, but like I've been like a fucking angry, shitty young dude. You know what I mean? Like I've been there.
To be fair, though, Derek,
I've been the kind of person that God of War used to advertise itself to, and I dislike that. So the entire emotional throughput of the previous game and this one being about the growth and discarding of learned toxic behaviors, about embracing, like Kratos, Beard Kratos is supposed to be a symbol of like masculine pathos, right? And that connects because it's about regret. It's about regret for the shitty, aggressive, adrenaline fueled, like angry parts of yourself that you are trying to leave behind, but do not feel like you can outgrow. And that connects really strongly to me. And I love how Ragnarok picks up where 2018 left off. And like you said, CJ, even from early points, like 2018 made it clear the whole arc words of like, we must be better, right? Like we have to grow as people and break out of these patterns of behavior. And Ragnarok is about facing the consequences of the things you did when you were a worse person and having to deal with the fact that sometimes shit you did cannot fully be made better.
I think where I'm at now in just video games in general, I think I'm like at the complete opposite. I think I'm tired of every game like being like this this big allegory for like whether it's trauma or whether it's the cycle of violence. You know what I'm saying? I remember when like Last of Us Part 2 came out, a big discussion about that was like, well, no, we're all just as bad as like whatever fucking monsters are out there or whatever. Like it's that whole thing. Maybe I'm just in the complete opposite because I essentially started my
CJ, if this shit was in a film from like a German director.
No, because no, because all those fucking movies suck because they're the ones that are being fucking influencing these fucking games. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem.
I need to bring up something about God of War that is right in CJ's wheelhouse. Derek, for just a moment, I gotta talk about Sif.
Oh no, Sif got a fucking meat wagon.
I gotta
dude.
talk about Sif.
Why was this in my wheelhouse? Wait, hold up. All right, hold up.
So
CJ
likes his mature women. CJ likes his older women.
Guys, I'm gonna go play God of War Ragnarok. Fucking
CJ, just do me a favor right now because I want to see your reaction to this in real time. Just Google God of War Ragnarok Sif, SIF.
I'm gonna get like a big spoiler.
Yeah,
No, you're really not.
Yeah.
You're really not.
Let's see.
We shouldn't even be talking about this in the first place because
Yo,
people didn't even know
what?
Sif was in the game.
What the fuck, bro? Maybe this game is fucking worth playing, man.
I mean, I don't think.
Hold up. Shout out to every fucking PlayStation exclusive.
I will say you should.
I fucking forget. You know what? Whatever.
I will say you should expect literally anything noteworthy in Norse mythology to probably pop up.
Yeah,
in
I know
the second.
nothing about
The
it.
second of two
it's
games.
one thing of like assuming, and then one thing to actually know.
It's probably
I
fair.
played. The thing is, I mean, I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Like, I'm pretty much caught up on like all this shit. I mean, apologies to our listeners and viewers who are tuning into this fucking.
Pat in chat says Sif and Thor in this game appeal strongly to both parts of my bisexuality.
Britt, I know you got opinions on Thor.
Oh, Britt has
She did,
got
yeah.
opinions on Thor. Like
You weren't
Britt
here last week, Derek.
Britt is Thor all day.
I didn't need to be. I felt the power as gay allyhood through the interwebs.
In fact, I remember. CJ's gonna be right back. I remember Britt saying that she would choose Thor over Kratos.
So
Yeah, I can get that.
Here's where I'm at. So these are both deeply traumatized men, and you learn that as you play the game. And Kratos specifically, it's all about him coming to terms and accepting everything he's done in the past. And to continue to watch him go through that journey and, you know, watching Atreus's reactions to it and, you know, what happens between them, it's just like the only thing he cares about in this world is his son. That's like the only thing he wants to do and take care of. And you know, to see him go through the pain in that journey of, you know, just trying to defy fate and, you know, keep his son safe. It's just really heartbreaking because, you know, the more time goes on in the game, the more, and this isn't spoilers because it's, you know, foreseen in the last scene of the game when you go to Jotunheim that Kratos is going to die.
Last scene of the previous game.
Yeah.
Which is 4 years old, folks.
Yeah. So, you know, like, as more and more of that prophecy is becoming true, you can see him start to loosen and kind of panic everything he's worked so hard to kind of push back against, you know, because he's kind of put in a corner. And just to see, like, just to see him grow and be a part of that journey, and not only his, but like all the like Mimir and Atreus and you know, Freya, just watching all of their stories unfold, and just kind of seeing their interactions with Kratos and how he feels about everything. It's really interesting. It's not perfect. I love this game. I love the storytelling. I love the overall message it's trying to send. You know, I love that it's different. Like, I think people are so weirded out by some of the casting choices because everybody's used to like Marvel MCU. Like, that's just what they think of when they think of like Asgard and Thor and Odin and all of that shit. So
Right. Yeah.
it's so fun to get another take on something we're so into frequent right now with the MCU, you know.
Oh my god, the casting for Odin fucking threw me for a loop.
It
and
did
I love it.
everybody. It did. Like, Jeff messaged me and he was like, "Does this feel a little off?" I was like, "It does," but it
It's
gets better
so
over
good.
time.
He's
Richard
so
Schiff.
good.
So Vicky and I both watched The West Wing, and I was like, babe, look at this. You're never gonna guess who Thor is. And like I showed her this
Odin,
scene where, or I'm sorry, Odin. And I showed her the scene at the very beginning of the game where the door opens and he walks in, and she goes, "That's the guy from The West Wing." And I'm like, yeah, that's him. They actually used his fucking face. Then he opens his mouth, and I know he's Odin, but I literally just expect him to start talking to like like President Bartlett, like about fucking policy. Like, it was the funniest shit.
I guess I'll come around to him because everybody seems to love him. I just was saying, like, I just played 2018, and they talk so much about him, but you don't get to see him. And my impression was like just this gruff, huge, violent, like rage monster, and then this like
He's just a little
I don't
guy.
want to spoil it, but like this guy comes in, I'm like, this is not.
Yeah, but that's
Well,
like
that's
he's
what
like
I
that's
love
actually
about it.
that's
He's like a
actually
mob
Nordic.
boss.
That's actually like a realistic depiction of Odin as he's described in.
But I love when
Norse
games
legend.
subvert your expectations like that. Like I said, Thor is exactly what I expected him to be, and I kind of love that because he's perfect. But I also love
God,
that
Thor's
Odin
so
surprised me.
Oof.
So, and that's the thing. Like, so Pat said something interesting in chat. Pat said, "I used to be married to a competitive strongman, so I know firsthand Thor's body type is as strong as it gets."
Yup.
I saw so many people dunking on Thor when they first revealed his picture, and I'm like, a man like that in real life would literally snap you in half and wipe the fucking dust off his hands.
Yeah.
Like,
Did people not see
come
the
on,
first
dude.
Jackass
Like-
movie? Do people not know about Butterbean? Like, what does it take, folks?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Butterbean, okay?
Yes, Butterbean, okay.
Dude, when I had never seen that, and Derek showed it to me. Dude, I almost fucking died on the spot.
Wait, listen,
Like,
Johnny Knoxville's comedic timing, like he needs to be in the pantheon of like
Butterbean,
great
okay?
fucking like
that was one of the defining comedic moments of my life.
Yeah.
Right there on Derek's couch watching that shit. Like, that was
But yeah,
fucking
like, of course Thor is a
transformative for me.
stout boy because it takes all of that body to hold all that muscle.
Sorry, go ahead, Brett.
I was just gonna say, like, what is like Thor known for? And it's like drinking and fucking, aside from being a god.
Yeah.
and
He's
is
the fucking
this-
hedonism bot from
Dude's got at
Futurama.
least
That's
3
right.
kids.
And he is presented that way. He's got a belly that definitely looks like
Yeah.
a beer belly, but it doesn't look bad. And it's just like, I don't know. I just hate.
Yeah,
all the
like
body
no,
shaming.
it's like people have a weird, like, this weird mental image about what strength means. Like, I don't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I'll pick you up and fucking rip you in two. Like, I mean, you know, you don't have to look like fucking Mr. Universe in order to be.
Also, like, fuck, I've got a little bit of body and I'm not even strong, but I'm still hot as fuck. So, like,
I mean,
whatever.
I am incredibly strong, but
So,
Where did
Thor
we put
looks
Derek?
ripped.
We put Derek in like the S tier last week in like the fighting game we were making, right?
yeah, probably, but I didn't listen to that, but I assume it's completely because of dirty tricks. Like,
Maybe.
No, that was Finn. That was Finn.
yeah, that was
No,
fun.
no,
Finn
Finn
would be-
is not a
I think-
dirty
I
trick.
thi- I think
Finn
we
is,
all-
Finn is
We all
Jigglypuff.
agree that I'm like the
Kinda-
like if this was a fighting game, I'm the final boss. I
well,
think we all
right,
agree on
because you're
that.
the person who's actually killed human beings.
You're
before,
what's his
so-
name from Punch
Derek.
Out?
I can say that.
We were just referencing his fucking strength
Yeah.
and like himboism. But
I mean, I've put like
wanna make it
what's
clear to
everybody's
any-
body count?
I
Like
wanna
I've put
make
a
it-
couple people. I've
I wanna make
hospitalized a
it
few folks,
clear
but I've
to
never killed
everybody
anybody.
listening. I want to make it clear to everybody listening on podcast services. I was in the military and I was in Fallujah.
You should have said
so
anything. You should have kept, and that's it. Rolled along. Like, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. That's it.
Yeah,
I-
yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
I
like,
mean,
yeah,
I mean, I
'cause, like,
wasn't in the military. I was.
What's
raised in-
everybody's? What's other than John? Does anybody here even have a body count? Like, because I haven't killed anybody, but I've
Boy,
put a
this
few.
went dark.
I've put a
real
few
quick.
folks in the
All right,
hospital,
guys,
so like
no,
that's got to
fucking-
count for
hey,
something.
Hey,
but
nice try,
Guys,
Derek. Your
guys-
fucking psyop won't work on us, all right?
Yeah, what the
Fucking-
fuck was in that, Derek? What the fuck was in that garlic
He's a cop.
naan and
Wrap it
Mediterranean?
up. Wrap it
Derek's
up,
like,
folks.
How many people have you hurt?
Derek, I love how tonight we started with, yeah, we're just not gonna give a fuck. We're gonna chill. And then
Hell
we're
yeah.
tonight, 35 minutes later,
like-
how many people have you
It's
killed?
like 20 questions. You can't start with what's your favorite color and then go to fucking. All right, how many people
before
have you
the before the channel gets struck down, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure hanging out with
oh,
everyone.
I mean, if we're getting struck down, let's no.
Speaking of striking down,
no, Derek, why?
striking down his lightning, man, that is some
Oh, yeah.
some
Oh,
good
yeah.
meat. That is some
Some
good,
good
Asgard
meat.
meat right there.
Somebody, so speaking of like, sort of related to like the idea of fighting and stuff. So a bunch of people are saying good. I was saying like goodbye on Twitter and stuff, and somebody tagged me and said they're talking like all their favorite moments on Twitter, and I don't even know this person. And they said, I almost forgot at Magitech Dad, one of my first real conversations on here was offering to fly some Jackass out to meet him. Jackass said he'd fight him, but backed out when I offered to buy the plane ticket. He's talking about the Bay Area grappler. Do you guys remember that guy?
No.
The Bay Area. Derek,
The
Derek,
Bay
you
Area
remember the Bay
grappler
Area
sounds like
grappler?
the world's lamest serial killer.
Britt remembers that
kill?
shit.
Fucking like wrestling.
You don't. So after I wrote,
What kind of who
Okay.
names himself
okay,
the Bay
So,
Area grappler?
he named himself.
Oh,
the
That's
Bay
definitely
Area-
self-ascribed.
Hold on. So after I wrote that article about Call of Duty in IGN on IGN in late 2019, I got like a shitload of like death threats and people like, I'm gonna find you, motherfucker. And it's like, all right. But this one guy who called himself on Twitter the Bay Area Grappler, he said that he was like tweeted out and tagged me. He was like, that John Phipps is a cuck, and I invite him out to my dojo in San Francisco.
Steven Seagal fucking.
And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I'm like, you want me to fly out to San Francisco to fight you in your dojo over Call of Duty? And he's like, my sensei is a big gamer. He's already given his approval. And I'm like, this is fucking amazing. I'm like,
John,
okay.
John,
Like, okay.
you can't turn down a 1v1 me.
I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. I'm like, all right. I was like, so okay, Bay Area Grappler. All right. Are you paying for the plane ticket? No. And I'm like, well, then why the fuck am I gonna come out there, dude? I'm like, if you're gonna invite me out to your dojo, and I looked up his sensei, he name dropped his sensei, and I looked him up, and it's a real fucking sensei with a real fucking dojo. And this guy was like, he wanted to know my height, my weight, my body fat percentage. He's like, what's your favorite fighting style? And I'm like, so I told him, I was like, dude, here's what's gonna happen if we were to ever to meet up. Here's what's gonna happen, Bay Area Grappler. I was like, first of all, you're gonna tell me about how you can fight Orthodox or Southpaw, okay? Like depending on what I want, right? And then you're gonna circle me. We're gonna circle each other about 10 times, right? And you're gonna throw like a noodly punch at my shoulder, maybe another one, and then you're gonna start coughing and you're gonna make the timeout symbol because you're just getting over a cold, and then you're going to thank me warrior to warrior for a glorious battle. Like, that's exactly what the fuck is going to happen. And dude, I need to pull up the old Twitter archives, because my conversation with the Bay Area Grappler was one of my favorite.
John, I'm just imagining you have like a bunch of tweets and stuff in like a filing cabinet. And like you
That's his Twitter archive.
like,
he
like,
prints out
like,
tweets
older,
that he thinks
you
are
like-
good and puts them in a filing cabinet.
dude, you have no
The
idea.
group chat's gonna love this shit.
The fucking DMs I got after that article, it's about like, I know you're gonna be at PAX East, cuck, and it's like, okay, yeah, I am.
I'm gonna throw you in the fucking Boston Harbor,
It's
bitch.
like,
Whatever.
I'll look for you on the show floor, and I'm like, okay.
That's not a good place to have a fight. There's enforcers around. Tell
I
me you're
hope
gonna
you
find me in a
guys-
back alley somewhere.
Listen, guys.
I hope you.
listen,
outside that good ass
sincerely-
barbecue place.
No,
I
disrespect,
sincerely
but
hope
Call of
you
Duty
find
players
me.
aren't adept at fighting. I don't know what they think that's gonna happen when they meet John. Like that's my thing. If you met like an average like video game player, no,
Yeah.
I never.
Yeah, like I'm just like, man, I hope you do find me on the show floor. I really truly
say
do.
hi.
Like,
Come say
should
hi.
at like no, I'm the big guy in a plaid shirt and a yellow beanie. Like, I've got a beard. Come look for me. You can put it on Twitter if you want. Like, I'm approaching I'm approaching the Call of Duty article guy. Like, you can tweet that shit in real time if you want, bro. It's fine. God, I'd forgotten all about the Bay Area grappler.
John, I don't want to talk about my body count. Also, John, let's talk about all the nerds I could totally beat up.
Let's talk about the potential body count. The potential fucking body count.
Okay, that's so one, I wouldn't actually unalive any of them.
Right.
And
Not
and
intentionally.
On purpose.
on
Right, but
purpose,
if they have a fucking asthma attack after you punch them in the chest and they stop breathing and die, that's not your fault.
It's like in Once Upon a
It's
Time in
not my
Hollywood when Bruce Lee was like, "My hands are registered weapons. You know, if I punch you and you accidentally die, I could get arrested." And then Brad Pitt's like,
yeah, no,
"Hey,
I'm
it's
gonna
the
do
fucking
what I'm gonna do
manslaughter."
what Rorenardo suggested in chat. Slappers only.
Oh hell yeah!
I was thinking like Collateral CJ, where I was like, I didn't kill him. Bullet in the Fall killed him. Like,
Oh yes! Oh,
All right,
yeah, that's fucking
can we
hardcore.
change? All right, let's
That's
change the
hardcore
fucking
shit.
subject.
Okay,
Let's
so
change-
the other
we're
thing
talking
I
about
like-
Collateral, the greatest.
the other
movie of
thing I
all
liked
time.
about God of War Ragnarok was the way it recontextualizes some of the puzzles and stuff. Like in the first game, there's like these rune stones that Atreus finds and translates, and it gets you lore entries. But in Ragnarok, Kratos reads them.
Kratos learned to read.
Yeah, he learned to read, and he
A
learned that from
second
Atreus, and it's like
language.
it's very subtle, and the game doesn't like scream it at you, but I hope there's more of that stuff because I absolutely love that. And some people would be like, oh, it's lazy, like they reuse this same asset or the same kind of
Oh,
little
lazy devs.
collectible
I
from
think
the first
Ragnarok
game,
does
but-
a really good job at showing and explaining and exploring like character growth, right? Like both through the ways characters have changed and the ways characters become more comfortable talking about things that they always were.
Even I will say, like the thing I did love like the most about it is the combat's significantly improved from the first game. Even the way Kratos fights, he's a little bit more confident in himself because you could tell like he was out of commission in the first game significantly.
Yeah.
So he was like, you got to like really build yourself up. He had to build himself up, even when he got the chains, which is not a spoiler anymore because it's in the fucking like beginning of this game. He was unsure of like, all right, how am I going to use these fucking like weapons that like I fucking like did like the worst shit with. This game, oh yeah, he's just fucking like, you know,
Well, yeah, like
Collateral.
in the first one, the finishing move is like the axe down the middle, and now he just cuts the clean in half.
Okay, look, as much as I don't like a lot about this game, the fucking the gore and shit
kill
is
animations
so much.
are good.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. When before this game came out, Justin sent me this compilation of enemies getting fucking hacked in half.
Bro, the
and, like,
wolves getting
oh.
peeled open is still
no, because that was severely
that's
like,
from the previous game, but it's still pretty
that
rough.
bummed me out about 2018 because like I a big part of the franchise is always like, oh yeah, these, you know, you'd kill these guys and like blood would like fly out and everything. I was kind of bummed that most of the people you fought, or the enemies you fought, were like, you know, they weren't like flesh and blood. It was like these, like, you know, these
Oh
monsters
no,
or
you
things. Like,
fight raiders now, and they
oh, bro, the first
Heads clean
enemy
up.
I fought in the game, like you chop his head off with the axe. I'm like, ah, yo, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. That shit is hardcore. I love that. Or when
the one
you're
that the one that really gets me in Ragnarok is like one of the ones that can happen like when you're fighting the Einjar. Like they're like down on their knees and you cut off both of their arms and they're just like on their knees like looking surprised for a moment before falling over.
It's only a flesh wound.
I'm just picturing fucking Monty Python.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
fucking- what is it? Dewey Cox's brother. No, or when the finisher with the chains, when Kratos just fucking stabs the shit out of whoever you're fighting.
There's one where
multiple
he just like stabs them, picks them up in the air, and then just rips them
or
in half.
when he wraps like the chain around their neck and just fucking tears it off. That shit rules 100%. Like that's my thing. As hold up, no, because like as much as I talk about how like sanitary a lot of games are these days, which is true. Even the most violent games are very like muted in the way that they present violence. Whenever there's like fucking like, you know, people getting ripped apart in games, that shit still like impresses the fuck out of me. I grew up playing fucking Vice City when you could blow people's heads off, and that was like the most violent thing in the world. This shit fucking rules. Holy shit. I absolutely love the combat. I absolutely love the added like brutality. I'm kind of bummed you got to relearn a lot of the shit you already like unlocked in the first game.
At least
kinda
you start
wish-
with the blades.
That's what I appreciate, because the blades the blades remind me, oh yeah, this used to be a hack and slash game.
And you can literally traverse differently too from the beginning of Ragnarok, since you have the blades right from the beginning.
That's what I was gonna say. I love the fact that you get to start
Right.
off with the blades, so it's like you get a better feel for it, and like you can create like a combat sequence like in between the two. I just beat my first like Valkyrie type boss in the game, and
Oh yeah.
and it was like it felt comfortable doing the fight because I was so like comfortable with the weapons. I'd already been using them, so like switching back and forth using their abilities, like timing everything up just felt really like smooth this time as compared to like last time. Like I feel like I didn't end the game like with a good real sense of the blades.
But I think that's the point, because again, it's like narratively or whatever, like this game's pretty good,
but in a combat stance.
No, that's what I'm saying. This game does like it kind of removes a lot of the what do you call it, the ludonarrative dissonance, because like in Uncharted, you're playing as this like treasure hunter who just murders brown people who are just doing their job. It's saying you can just pick up a fucking rocket launcher and like wipe out like a fucking other archaeologist. Here it's just like, no, Kratos knows he has to fucking murder people. So again, this game you could tell he is more confident in it. He's more confident in Atreus's abilities too. So there's a lot of that. Even Atreus, he went from like kind of like reeling in from a lot of like the, oh, I just took someone's life, how do I deal with that? Here he's a little bit more like on top of things. He's more agile. He'll help you in some finishing moves too, which I appreciate. He just won't shut the fuck up, which, god damn, the fucking puzzle shit annoys the absolute fuck out of me.
Oh yeah, that.
No. When characters, or when I'm just trying to go loot, I'm trying to do everything. I'm like, fuck it, I didn't do any of the side stuff in the first game. Let me see if I can do like the here, because everyone keeps saying like this is like the side stuff is even better. Even Justin just talked about it. And then them saying, no, that's the wrong way, or what are you doing, or hey, have you tried this? Like, bro, let me fucking play the game for like 5 seconds before you fucking tell me the solution to the fucking water coming down the fucking wheel. Holy shit. Realistically, yeah, that's basically every single child I've ever talked to, because they won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I work in a library. I've had kids ask me, what would happen if they curse in the middle of the fucking library? Like that's just how fucking kids are. But still,
you can fucking find out.
So
I think. Sorry, John, just one more point. I think what they're trying to do is they want to make this as accessible as possible.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I do wish like there was a slider for like, I want them to like wait a while before they do anything, or not at all, because, versus like, where it is. But
it has the,
I get why it's there.
Effect. Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Aside from like a FIFA or Madden, have we seen any other AAA story-driven game kind of reach to be like this wide-reaching? And
I think it kind of feels like semi-realistic in the terms of like my NPC like partners on any given story quest are living, breathing, thinking people who are trying to figure shit out too. So somebody goes, oh, hang on, there's some, I just, again, as on an individual level, I maybe personally wish I could make them wait a little bit longer. I think it is better, frankly, if given
the toggle or something.
This is not a binary, right? Like it should not be one or the other. But if I had to not have them versus have them, I think it's more important to have them. I do wish I could like turn down the frequency, but if you're only going to say though, gun to my head, make me pick no chatter or chatter, I'm going to pick the chatter because it's better for more people. So.
Also, it's nowhere near as bad as it was in Horizon. Horizons was
Forbidden West really bad? I didn't play Forbidden West yet.
Okay, so Forbidden really West had Aloy just tell you how to solve the puzzles before you could even like chance to look around the room and see like what it was. Like there was times where she would tell me that I had to like glide down somewhere. It's like I'm not even at the edge of the ledge yet.
It sounds like my kind of game.
I just want to keep the pacing smooth.
I don't want to use my brain.
I think
good stuff.
I think
Put it on a slider.
It's two things, right? It's trying to make it as accessible as possible to everyone, which is fine. Not a big deal. I have a bunch of like things toggled, like the
admirable,
which is fine. But it's two. I don't think they have a lot of confidence in the people playing the game either. You get what I'm saying? Because we've seen a lot of this in other big games.
Stupid. A lot of
Not
people
even
stupid.
that. It's just again, like a lot of big games now kind of hold your hand through everything. Like we've seen it with like the yellow bars on like things you got to climb in certain games, or in this game they have the little little shapes that'll let you know, like, oh, you can like mantle or over this gap or whatever. I think it's just a lack of like they had to like compromise. They're like, all right, how do we make this accessible, but also how do we make sure like everyone kind of feels like we're guiding everyone towards the critical path, right? Because it's trying to balance being a linear story game, but also this expansive action RPG that has all this stuff in the background. I just wish it didn't feel as so forced at times. I really wish that I could do something and not have someone say, all right, we're done here a second after I collect the last thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and like I think what's interesting is you're kind of talking about two separate things to some degree, right? Because the chatter to help you solve puzzles is a little different from like, we just unlocked the way forward, but I want to double back to check on some shit,
it's
and
like,
then being like, where are you going, dude? Like the bingle bongle of dimple dombles that way.
I
like,
gotta talk about this. I gotta talk about all the fucking NPCs who are like, oh, guess you're looting again. Like, fuck off. Yes, I'm looting.
you put the chest there for me, you fucks. Don't judge me for hitting the circle button.
Atreus being like, are we done yet? I'm like, no, bitch, I'm fucking finding some gold shit. Leave me alone.
Talk shit to your dad.
Done like that.
You know what? I will be a bad father, because if my son keeps questioning why I'm rummaging through the fucking garbage, I'm gonna get mad.
Sure, just take everything that's not nailed down.
Take that quote to the grave, CJ.
There is an NPC character.
I have to point out one thing really quick. That's super embarrassing for me, but someone in the Discord helped me out. I don't know if it was
it's not
Justin or someone
embarrassing.
else,
I love you, Jeff.
Jeff, nothing you do is embarrassing.
Well, you guys, I wanted to mention earlier when we were talking about like you start with the blades in this game, and I just like because the other game is so fresh and they come so late, I kind of forgot. Like I assumed I didn't have them at the start, and there's like these little crawly critters that keep coming out of the ground, and I just wasn't using the blade, so I was like lining up the axe on every single one of them, and there's like 20 of them, one at a time, and I'd like line up the axe and I'd miss, and I'd be like, fuck, and it was taking me like 20 minutes to get through every combat encounter. That's probably why I feel like the beginning of the game is tedious, and then I don't know if it was just
Jeff, that's the way they intended it. No, Jeff, that's the way that the devs intended it to do it. We're all playing on baby mode right now, using the blades. You're playing.
We're playing how John plays Resident Evil 4.
You're playing fucking
Nice,
Elden Ring at that point. You're playing.
All right. We do have a lot of questions in Discord.
Hit me with some fucking questions. Rapid fire. Let's go.
We've got a ton of questions.
I like Long Walks on the Beach. A good book.
Yeah. So, if you could, NinjaBot PhD wants to know if you could kill people with one word from your mouth.
Are we doing this again?
What would it be?
We're done with killing people.
Okay, either cock or balls. Done. Next.
Wow.
Yep. Team Basement Folk. Team CJ. That's me.
Bitch.
That would be it for you, Derek? Bitch.
Yeah, and you got to say it like that, dude. So just look at somebody and like, bitch, and then they just die.
Any slur for Latino people, but in order for them to survive it, they would have to say it back. But knowing damn well they can't, they won't want to say it back. That's my thing. I'll have to say like.
Mine would be piss.
All right, there we go.
Piss.
I just see the minion. I just see the fucking minion.
Okay. All right. Here's one. I'm just going at random here.
Rar's been gone for like a solid 20 minutes, and he just came and said "piss minion."
Oh yeah, good man.
Who is the most? Who is the most kissable? And I asked, the Maddie dude asked, who is the most kissable? And I asked of the group, and Maddie said, just run with the question however you feel.
It's got to be.
And it's important to note that he threw a raw ass in at the end.
Yeah. So who is the most kissable?
I presume it's okay, so here's
Geralt
the thing.
of Rivia, specifically played by Henry Cavill, who is no longer going to be Geralt of Rivia, and I'm very upset by it.
I'm
Christina
sorry, did you say
Hendricks.
Geralt of
Half
Riviera?
Geralt.
Yeah.
Riviera.
I think any of the main Sonic cast members are very kissable. Right.
You are fucked up.
No, dude, that is like shallow on the
like
internet.
Level.
Fucked up. That's basic shit, dude.
John, I'm gonna tell you.
That's like being weirded out by furries. Like that's normal at this point. It's not even weird. Jerk off to a weird fox person. It doesn't matter anymore. Christina Hendricks, obviously.
I think hold up. I changed my answer. I think my lovely and wonderful girlfriend,
Ooh.
Christine, is very kissable. She's not watching this right now. She's asleep.
Boo. Get out
Who's
here. We
most
don't fucking
kissable?
want
The
that.
girl reading this.
The girl who isn't reading this because she's asleep. All right, good night, everyone.
That's-
Wait, hold
you're-
up. For Jeff,
you're
Christine,
Christine.
mine.
You're Christine.
Parentheses, mine.
No, let me explain this. So
Can't
both
own
Jeff
women, CJ.
and CJ have significant others named Christine, and literally whenever they tell a story, they always put parentheses mine after saying Christine. Just for
Specifically
clarity.
started doing this after I gave them shit for doing this.
Yeah, they're like, wait, what do you mean?
I'm not gonna
Like, you're
assume you're
surprised.
talking about CJ's Christine, and so now, just to be little buttholes, every time they talk about their fucking girlfriends or wife, they put, "Oh, my Christine," and I just fucking ignore it.
John, who's the most kissable Final
You
Fantasy
clearly
character?
don't ignore it.
What's that?
Who's the most kissable Final Fantasy character? John?
How the hell? I'm not going to say I wouldn't say a Final Fantasy character.
Yeah, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
All right, fine.
I literally would
Bullshit.
It's
He's
Jesse
gonna say
Raspberry.
Vicky. He's
It's
gonna say
Jesse
Vicky.
Raspberry.
I mean, normally, yeah, of course it's Vicky, but this is a fucking video game podcast.
And I already did the
It's
significant other card.
Fran.
You guys can't do
What are
it.
you
Yeah.
talking about?
No, I'm not kissing the rat lady.
She's a rabbit lady, not a rat. Did you say
No,
Freya?
she's a rat.
Yeah,
No,
I said,
Freya is the
I
rat
said-
lady.
yeah, I said
Fran
Fran
Is,
is the rabbit lady.
He said
I just
Fran.
mean because she's got the perfect little kissable
Fran
lips.
is the rat lady.
and she
No,
shows
that's
just a hint of
Freya.
buck teeth.
No.
Oh
Oh,
my
Fran. No, you're
God.
right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
To punch you.
The
I was
one
like,
with the
you're right.
Icelandic
My
accent for
favorite
no
Final
fucking
Fantasy
reason.
And
You're
the-
right. I just said you're right.
Thank you
I
for
want to hear
tuning
it
in,
10
guys.
times over.
I literally
This
just said you're
episode-
right.
Okay, this episode. This episode.
No, so
This-
the most kissable,
Most kissable person ever.
the most kissable person
Yeah.
Gotta
ever.
be Jack Black. Are you kidding me?
He's up there. He's up there. Yeah.
Jesus, this
Does
is
that mean?
this is,
Does that
I
mean
don't think
Bowser
Jesus is
is
very
now the most
kissable.
kissable?
This is actually
Not anymore.
this is actually a lot harder than I thought it would be.
It's not. I said
um,
Christina Hendricks so long ago, folks.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I'm with Derek. It's Christina Hendricks. Christina
I'm gonna
Hendricks
say Fran.
or Yvonne Strahovski.
All right.
I'm still on Christina Hendricks. I feel confident in
saying.
my pick.
Anyone add
All right.
the top shelf white woman?
All right, another. Let's grab another question here.
Let's get off this fucking train.
Let's get up. Yeah, let's see here. Jot wants to know if you were forced to pick, would you rather your parents watch you?
No,
have
no, no, no,
sex
no, no,
or
no. We're
watch
not.
your
No,
parents
no,
have
no,
sex?
no, 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 no. We're not doing this
Nope,
question.
no, we got to do
This
We're
might
not
be
doing
too
this question.
saucy. This
Gotta
might be
do
too
it.
saucy.
No,
Gotta
I don't
do
want
it.
to do that.
Got to do it.
I'm gonna veto this one.
Got to do it.
If
No,
it
no,
got that
come on,
reaction
you
out of Jeff,
cowards.
I'm gonna veto it, man.
I was
That's-
close to
Cowards.
fucking
Speaking of-
banning him from the server for asking that.
You cowards.
Okay, somebody copy and
Fine.
paste the question and
Fine.
reread it.
Just like copy and paste. Like let's see.
No, that's the question.
well,
That's literally the question.
we all yelled over half of it, so.
Okay, so if you could pick, would you? Derek, I can't say the fucking question. You're just gonna
Yeah,
hum
if
over
it's
it.
that bad that Jeff has that reaction, we shouldn't
It's
do it live.
probably not actually as bad as you're thinking.
Don't.
If you're thinking,
Rar
like,
is saying don't do it. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
no, come on. Pick another one.
I can't believe
Fine,
John
you,
caused this much
you,
chaos.
I want to know what
you
the question
fucking-
is. Where's it at?
you
Post it in the
fucking
Discord
cowards.
text
You
for Brit.
cowards,
Yeah, I was
Coward.
gonna say post it in
You're gonna
this
call me a
Discord.
coward, John.
all of you.
Why
all
is
over
everybody
you.
Give
so
my track
fucking
record
angry today?
on
What-
this
like, are we just-
episode. You're gonna call me a coward.
Britt,
I
I'm
will
pretty
absolutely call you a coward.
Okay.
Cowards.
Yeah, sure.
chill. John, ask him.
Any
the question.
man who's never had his prostate touched is not allowed to call anyone a
Well,
coward.
that's not a bad question.
It's not a bad question.
Anyway,
It's not- I don't know what I'm.
I don't think it's one that anybody should.
Yeah, I'm not. We're not talking about that on the podcast. What the fuck?
No.
You
No one's
losers.
gonna answer that.
No one's gonna answer that.
I'll answer it. Jesus.
Okay,
I'm good.
but
Next.
Because I'm not a
Jesus isn't gonna
coward.
watch it.
You know what? I fucking kind of want to hear John answer it now. Let's go.
Answer the fucking question then, bitch. Let's go.
Read the question, John. Just read it. Let's just do this.
No,
Yeah,
no,
let-
no,
You'll never
John's
be happy.
the only one.
Thank you,
John's the only one. John's the only one.
No, I can't
Jeff,
be the only one.
Yes, you can. Yes, you are.
Yep.
Yes, you are.
Am I the only- Fine. So
all
the question
your all
is-
your training in life has led to this moment to answer this fucking question.
So-
okay.
fine. Fine.
This
If
is
you were-
such a chaotic podcast tonight. Like,
If you were
we need to
forced,
simmer.
if you were forced to pick, would you rather watch your parents watch you have sex or watch your parents have sex? I mean, obviously. So, I think
The
it's,
parents watch you, or what you watch the parents.
Yeah, exactly. I would pick the former.
All right.
Yeah.
Which
I'm
That's
not
easy.
looking at my. I'm not looking at my parents having.
I'm not
sex.
gonna
I'm like-
enjoy it, but like your fucking problem, not
Yeah,
mine.
like I'll just look at you and be like, "Go away!" Like, why are you?
if you put
here?
a gun to my
Like,
head, that's the easiest choice. That's
Why
not
would
even
anyone
difficult.
Put,
It's not
put a gun to your head to make that fucking choice. Don't
It's the only way
Take the
either of those is
fucking
gonna
shot.
fucking happen. 'Cause
fucking
Listen,
shot.
somebody like
Jigsaw is into some shit.
yeah, jigsaw shit.
somebody
Jigsaw's
like pick
Jigsaw's like your parents.
It's the one that's going on your tombstone.
No,
TJ.
what is it? Jigsaw's in the other room being like, all right, we got your parents.
Want
Where
to
are
play
you
a game?
Listen,
Man,
one of you's getting real horny tonight.
CJ's got or fucking Jigsaw's got that dog in him, man. Like he's got that fucking.
John, I don't think that's a correct use.
No, fuck it, it is.
No,
It
it's
is.
Not no, it's not. It's not. Please. Oh,
That's
no,
what's
don't
important.
ever say it
That's
again.
the
Leave
point.
it to
That's
me.
the point.
get control of the situation here.
I just like now I've got this mental picture of somebody like kicking in the door to Derek's house and busting in with like a revolver.
Holding a gun to my
Your
head, and they're
parents,
like,
listen up,
"You gonna
motherfucker.
watch your
Probably
parents, or are they gonna watch you?" And I'm like, "Guess mom and dad are watching me slam it down big style." I don't know what else to fucking say.
I
Like,
pick up the phone like, "Mom, Dad, I need you to come over here. Don't ask
you're not
why."
gonna enjoy this, but like you'll learn a thing or two, I guess. I don't know. Shit.
Oh, Derek.
Ask another fucking question, John. God damn it. I'm drunk.
I am a modern Dionysus. I don't know what else to tell you.
What, Derek? That is honestly the best self-description I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It's true. That's fucking fantastic. What else? Let's see what we got.
No, an earlier one.
Here we go.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, John.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, with the near or Roranado wants to know,
Yeah,
with
that's
the
the
near
one.
and Tom Clancy's crossover happening, what other wild crossovers do we need to see?
Ooh.
I think Fortnite kind of like poisoned the well on this one.
Yeah, you can't include Fortnite because Fortnite's too obvious.
Don't do
Mario and piss.
And it can't be
No.
a mobile game because like when you have like Final Fantasy X TikTok star, like that's just the way it goes. So
I want Mario
one. I
versus
have a reel.
Predator.
Oh fuck
Oh,
yeah.
Mario versus Predator.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, no, Luigi's Mansion cross like Halloween or something. I want Luigi to fucking be
Yeah,
trapped in the house
Luigi's
on
Mansion,
Halloween.
but there's like a real ass murderer.
Michael Myers is there. The whole game is just you running.
So it's like an hour into Luigi's Mansion, it turns into Friday the 13th, the game.
yes, no, and then Michael just fucking stabs the shit out of Luigi. That's all I want. That's all.
Somebody in chat said Derek's dad wipes tear right away. My kid eats ass like a champ.
Oh my god.
We moved on from that question.
Oh my god. What the fuck? This is the...
I'm glad my reputation precedes me.
You know, it's
Oh my
it's
God.
Cloud. It's Cloud full circle.
Hey, listen, Need for Speed, cross Final Fantasy. That'd be dope. I want like
That's already happened. That's
I used to have an
literally-
entire gimmick account dedicated to
So wait,
Final Fantasy or not Final Fantasy to Dynasty Warriors spin-offs.
Okay.
so there
any of
so-
those.
CJ, there is a game and it never came over here. It's a PlayStation 1, a Square Enix or Square game called Racing Lagoon, and
That's
it's literally a racing JRPG.
No, I need EA's Need for Speed. I want to trick out a Chocobo the way I would trick out a fucking Honda Accord with the fucking spoilers and like mufflers and shit like that. That's what.
You know
Were
where
you
you can
put a
do that?
spoiler on a chocobo?
Yes,
There's a-
why
How
not?
did that work?
There's a game for you, CJ.
You just fucking put it on.
It's
That's
the
it, Jeff.
award-winning MMO Final Fantasy 14, which you can now play up to Heaven's Word. It's free to level 60.
Hey, John, fuck off.
A good crossover. Like, what about
Okay, I'm gonna give you a real good crossover.
Give me a real
okay?
I
good
don't think the
crossover,
question
I'm gonna
was
give
not
you a-
good crossover. The question was wild crossover.
I'm gonna give you wild
okay, that's
crossover
fine.
too, though. Still, okay, it's both. It's good and it's wild. It's not what anyone would anticipate. Everybody for ages has asked for Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
it's never going to happen.
That would
It's
be
never going to
weird.
happen. You know what? What also would never happen, but is a way better fit. Darkstalkers versus Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
That I can
Fucking
see.
Yes.
think that shit
Oh.
through.
That
Just
I
fucking
can see.
saying.
That
You
I
know
could
what'd be
see.
sick? No, how about like Tekken
Tetris
cross
and Mortal Kombat.
That'd be. There probably is a Tetris minigame in one of the Mortal Kombat. Like
There
PS2
absolutely
games.
is. Yeah.
Because they had a Mario. They had a Mario.
It's
Kart,
called
like,
Puzzle Combat.
Yes.
It was
Well,
in not
like one of the-
Deception.
one of
that
the-
had the kart racing game. I
Yes,
think it might have been
Armageddon?
Deadly Alliance. Armageddon.
okay.
It was one of the two of them.
Yeah. Trying to
What
think, I
about
don't know.
like a pro wrestling and dating sim?
If no
I don't
one's a
wanna
good
date
match-
any
Like,
pro
I
wrestlers.
feel
If no one's a
like
good
that
match-
would work.
if no one's a
I
good match
watched
for
the
you,
Darren
hold up.
Aronofsky film. I know that's a bad
Hold up.
idea.
If no one's a good match, if no one's a good match for you, you just beat the absolute shit out of them, and that's it. You go in the ring.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm just saying. That's
It
what
works
you fucking.
though. No,
that's what you
it
pitched.
works.
That's what
No,
you pitched.
no. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I agree.
It's not a
Um,
crossover, but I just want to see Pokemon with guns. That's it. Anyway.
All right. Let's. What? Remorse Betrayal asked, "What's the game that made you question why the hell did I get it?"
Probably about to be Pokemon, right? Like, let's be real.
Damn, that's harsh.
No, Derek has to be a
That's
game that
fucking
you've
harsh.
already played, buddy.
That's fucking harsh, man.
Hey, I get
A
paid.
game I've already
I get,
played.
I get
well,
paid in like 2 hours. I might buy it. I
Derek,
might.
I'm trying
I mean-
to think if there's anything more recent than Pokemon Legends
I mean,
Arceus.
Derek, it's
then,
got to be
'cause-
like what? Derek, it's got to be one of the awful games you and I have streamed, like Basseret Ball. Or
No, if you're
fucking-
talking about like most recent is probably Pokemon Legends Arceus, right? Like I'm trying to think otherwise.
Did you
but
not like it?
It's not. I didn't particularly. Other people
I
did.
read.
I played it.
rented
I
a
played
copy.
it. I played it for 30 minutes.
Bad
I was
news,
like,
bud.
I'm good. Like I was like, I'm out.
I'm
Left
surprised.
Alive.
I thought everyone
Left
loved
Alive.
Arceus.
Oh, Left
Everyone
Alive,
did. I
yeah.
didn't. Left Alive is one of the worst fucking games I've played of the entire last
if
generation.
you are a front, like it's bad enough on its own, but if you're a front mission fan like Derek and I are, Left Alive is physically painful.
Yeah, it's bad.
Like it
We paired that up with Metal Gear Survive, and I was like,
Oh.
"Wow, I really like Metal Gear Survive more
Metal
than
Gear
I thought I
Survive,
would."
from what I understand, is actually a good
It's
game. when you're in mode,
surprisingly
yeah.
fun as like a
Because-
trash game, but
Like,
no,
hey,
Left
here's
Alive's
the thing.
not.
Normally, I would say The Quiet Man, but Derek and I had such a great time streaming that.
No, we didn't.
Come on, we had some laughs, man. Yeah, we
Guy-
did.
All right.
You mean
next,
all
yeah, we
three
did.
times that you've streamed it?
next
I'll
Extra
never
Life.
forget tricking John into the last
I
time
was
we
so
did it.
pissed off, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
gotta
gonna
do it
wait
again.
3 more years and do it again.
I was so like I'm gonna be like an 80-year-old man in my deathbed, and Derek's gonna be like, John, I brought you that copy of Final Fantasy VI to play one last time, and I'm
The
gonna be like,
fucking
oh,
Quiet Man.
I'm gonna be like my friend, and Derek's gonna be like, I'm gonna lock the hospital door here just so you have total privacy. Thank you, my friend. I'm gonna open up that, like, I'm gonna boot up that.
Thank you, my friend. I'm gonna bust.
Like that fucking Steam Deck. That
That's one of my
Steam
favorite
Deck,
sentences I've
that,
ever heard.
Steam Deck Neo Generation 12 or whatever we're gonna have at that point, and it's gonna be the fucking Quiet Man, and I'm just gonna lean over.
He's gonna die.
I'm gonna
at
lean
that-
over and just like pinch my oxygen tube closed, like that. That's how it's gonna end.
I have a legit one. Everybody loves this game. I did not particularly enjoy it, and I thought it was a big waste of my money. And it's a little game called Monster Hunter World.
Whoa.
No.
To be fair, look,
No,
Monster
you
Hunter is one of those
didn't.
games where you either get it or like you fucking it's not for you, right? Like
It was not for me.
I think the
I-
game's a
like, I got-
masterpiece,
I got
but it's not
hard
going to be
into
for
it.
everyone.
I got a good I got some good hours in that game. But I hit a point where I was fighting this enemy and then time ran out and I had already spent like 30 minutes fighting that enemy and I was just like, you know what? Fuck this game. It's awful and I hate it and I wish I didn't fucking buy it. And then I never touched it again. Never.
You know,
good for you. Good for
you
you.
know what? It's
Never had
solid,
the desire
Brett.
to go back.
Solid.
for me a genuine one, and it's between two. One, I technically didn't buy it, but I got it off Game Pass. It was Back for Blood, because it was at some point where I'm like, well, I'm not even playing like a good Left 4 Dead clone. I'm just playing like the most mediocre successor to like one of my all-time favorite games. It's like the Monkey's Paw thing, right? I had gotten Monkey Ball and I got Tony Hawk back. I couldn't get Left 4 Dead 2 back. Because it just fucking disappointed me. And the other one was when I first got my Switch, I picked up Breath of the Wild and it didn't click with me. To the point where I'm like, I should have gotten fucking Splatoon 2.
I honestly, I usually know what I'm getting into when I buy games. I
No.
usually know my tastes really well, so like I usually don't have that level of regret. I think Breath of the Wild was the last one for me.
That's-
I genuinely like. I've talked about it before, but like
You did not have a good time with
they
that.
literally took out everything I loved about that series, and everything they replaced it with was like frustrating and
Justin,
not fun.
it
I still don't know why
It
that game
hurts
is
me.
held in the level of regard it is.
It hurts me more because I've never played, or I'm not into the Zelda games as much as everyone else. So
Oh, it used to be one of my favorite series.
Like I'm like, oh great,
Like-
great, an open world Zelda game that's like mechanics based, like my favorite game of all time, Metal Gear Solid 5. Let's dive in. This shit was like the most boring thing in the world. I apologize to everyone who liked it. I just couldn't get into it.
I think mine is Black Flag was the first Assassin's Creed game I played, and I loved it.
Oh God!
But
yeah.
at the time, I did not realize I only liked it because it was like a pirate fantasy. And I
pirate
just really
game.
liked
Because
being a
it's not for
pirate.
any of the Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
stuff. It's for the pirates stuff.
Yeah, I only liked it for all the pirate stuff. So then I skipped whatever the next one was, or I don't remember what the next one was. But like Assassin's Creed Unity came out, and I had just played Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and I was like, hey, I love Assassin's Creed. So I grabbed Unity, and like I think, and I never play games. I have like a rule. I have no like obligations. Like, oh, if I don't like a game, I drop it. I have no hang-ups about like, oh, I already played a bit of this. I need to see it through. If I don't like it, I'm gonna drop it. I don't feel bad about it. And normally that's how it goes, but I played all of Unity and I beat it. And then at the end, I realized like at some point I just left my body and was just watching myself play this game like a robot and open all the stupid fucking chests.
I mean,
And
that's just
fail
playing
all the
any
missions and like get
Assassin's
all the
Creed
stupid synchronization points and the Eagle Vision shit. And like 30 hours went by. I was like, I hate this game. Why did I play the whole game? This sucks. Why didn't I quit? And I couldn't tell you. I honestly don't know where that time went. Like, I'll never get that part of my life back. And it fucking pisses me off.
I just have one question. Didn't you just like a couple months ago play through like 4 Assassin's Creed games back to back?
No, I played through Assassin's Creed 1, which was very short, and I respected what it was for the time. And then I got a third. I played through Assassin's Creed 2, and I was like, I'm almost at the end, I think. And I looked it up, and I was a third, and I was like, fuck this, I'm out.
Oh man, Jeff, I'll eat that garbage up right now, man.
I was like, I'm
100
gonna play all the Ezio trilogy, and yeah, I put 30
man.
hours into Assassin's Creed 2, and I'm like a third through. I'm like, fuck it, I'm not. I don't like
Okay,
this game.
I straight up thought you had done Assassin's Creed 1 and then all 3
No,
Assassin's
I was gonna play the Ezio trilogy
games.
because people talk so highly of it, but I can't fucking do this. I'm
we gotta-
glad I
we-
played what I did. I'm glad I got to experience some of it. I like a lot about that, but I was like, I've seen it all. I'm good. I'm
I'll
out.
tell you what, we have to do these aimless, chaotic podcasts more often. This is great. We have
Honestly, when there's not any news from here on, we're just gonna do this shit, and I may not even make a podcast episode out of it. But like, fuck it.
make a podcast episode. Of
I
it.
got
This
a
would be
question.
horrible to
Bad
listen
listening.
to.
This
I
is
got a
bad
question that's
listening.
not in the
No,
podcast
it's not at all.
chat.
It's not. What's that?
I got a question that's not in the podcast chat.
Okay.
Most annoying video game character.
I know what Derek's gonna say.
Oh
it's gonna be
no,
Chadley.
no, I'm not gonna say Chadley. It's fucking Tricky from Star Fox Adventures.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
It's
a
the
good
fucking
one.
Triceratops
Fuck that,
from
dude.
Star Fox
Holy-
Adventures.
The first
yeah.
Star Fox game I ever played after playing Melee.
good
I
one.
loved-
Why would
Fuck
you?
that.
Oh my god, you poor fuck.
I was a
No.
small child, and I'm like, Smash Bros. Melee is the greatest game ever. Let me play Star Fox.
Somehow, that being your first Star Fox game has to be caused by white supremacy. There's no.
No. It's the reason why I'm so fucked up now, for sure. It was
Yeah,
like,
it's probably true.
and I love Donkey Kong Country 2, and I'm like, oh, Rare, they don't make bad games.
Most annoying game character. You know what? I'm
And I gotta
sure
put one last selfie
if
on
I
Twitter
think
for
hard,
Nick.
if I think hard about it, I can come up with somebody else. But right now, the first guy that comes to my head is that dude from Resident Evil 5. That guy who's like, who's talking like, I'm a businessman with standards. Like,
I'm just a little birthday guy.
I got standards. Who's ready for the fireworks show? Boom! That fucking guy.
I loved him.
Well,
What the fuck was his name?
Reese-
Bitch boy.
Yeah.
What the fuck was his name?
Derek was right. That's his official canon name. It's in the credits. It's
He's like he literally he takes the fucking virus.
Fucking Guido H. Bomber guy in Resident Evil 5.
Like he literally, no bullshit. He turns into this huge. He turns into this huge fucking Resident Evil monster, and the first thing he says to you is, "I just got an extreme makeover," and I'm like, "Fuck."
Hold on, I'm looking up his name right now. I loved that guy. He was so stupid.
What the fuck?
Okay, so
was his name?
Recency bias wants me to pick Atreus from God of War Ragnarok.
Ricardo Irving.
Irving, that's his fucking name.
No, okay, Jeff.
God.
I can't stand the fucking kid. I'm sorry, man. I don't want kids now. Straight up, fucking Atreus ruined it for me.
Wow, dude,
I can't. He needs to like be quiet. Kratos needs to sit him down and be like, "Yo, buddy, let me loot in peace." But like my real answer.
The next time we're at John's house, CJ, if I see Wander upstairs, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, don't you think you should be at the charity stream? Don't you think you should be streaming that next game? Are you sure you're supposed to be going this way? Are you sure you should be doing this right now?"
CJ,
Hey, but they need a third player for Battle Tanks too.
There's food.
Shouldn't you be playing Battle Tanks too? Shouldn't you be fighting over the 2 remaining women?
I can't kill you. You're inaccessible to kill.
The most Go ahead, CJ. No, please.
It's got to be like Baby Mario from Yoshi's Island, right?
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
Oh my god, like because I played that game on GBA and I hated him so goddamn much. Either him or like I assume we're talking about like NPCs that are on your party or your team, right?
I think just any character, like. Because let's be honest, the most annoying video game character is fucking Finn playing Duck Game.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
He's so good at that game, and it's upsetting.
That's the most annoying video game character.
No, it's actually the lore in Battle Tanks because I'm an ally. 100%. Am I right, guys?
Oh my god. CJ, I thought you were gonna say it's actually the Lord, and I was like, I'm the Lord. To see where he goes with this.
It's actually the lore in Battle Tanks.
CJ turns water into Mountain Dew.
I turned into Pilk.
Our Lord and Gamer.
Jeff, you asked a question. Wait, Jeff asked a question. Who is the most annoying video game character in your opinion?
I already answered it.
No, Jeff.
Oh, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. Who is it?
I'm not gonna answer my own question. What the fuck is
Why?
that?
What the fuck?
Answer the question. What the fuck?
I mean, I don't know what the actual answer is. I can't remember every game I played. I don't even remember what I played last month.
For me, I just started Ocarina of Time on Switch. Like,
I know what you're gonna say.
Oh, it's every character that isn't Link.
Fucking, if I hear listen again, I swear to God, man. I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking lose it, man. So it's got to be Navi from Ocarina, specifically from Ocarina of Time.
For me, I don't know if this is the number one, but it's one that it's the first one that comes to mind, and it's Rico, your squad leader from Killzone 2.
I remember that guy. He was so mad.
Holy Christ!
He was so pissed off at everybody.
I have the actual answer, and we're all gonna agree with this because we all played this game. It's what's her face? The fucking is it Ashley from Mass Effect?
It's pretty bad.
She's gotta be the most fucking annoying.
The space
character.
Racist, yeah,
100%, bro. Nothing's more annoying than
a
white woman, all right?
So, Meerpat wants to know who on the SDGC crew has the hairiest chest.
Oh, man.
Not me. I've got like no chest hair.
Yeah, no, I've got like none.
Right here, baby.
Hell yeah, Brit.
It's Brit.
Where it from?
Fun fact, for those who don't know, titties have hair.
Yeah,
of course they do.
Of course they do.
We're a video game
It's
podcast.
skin.
A lot of people, a lot of video game people who play video games haven't seen.
A lot of dudes whose only experience with women is fucking porn and have never been up on a titty.
Wasn't there like a tweet or something that went stupid where someone didn't realize women had hair?
Yes, it was
over
fantastic.
Aloy. Yeah, where she like had the normal human peach.
I tweeted. I was tweeting making fun of the guy and it went viral. The actual answer is me or Finn. It's a toss up, I think. I've got hair on my stomach too, though, so I think I beat Finn out.
I just have this little baby patch right here. Like if I unbutton one button too far, I get some Miami Vice shit going on. But if I go one more
You got
button
that-
down, people can go, oh, it's a baby.
No,
Got
that's a good look
BGs.
though. Like,
I do
like,
that anyway.
Like, Derek, you
Yeah.
got to unbutton that top button, let that taco meat just kind of poke out a little bit,
Yeah.
and you're fucking good to go,
We're
dude.
not calling it taco meat. We're not doing that again.
We had this discussion and we have vetoed that term.
I think CJ could be pretty hairy.
Okay, that's
Wait.
weird. Don't. Okay.
See, CJ could be
hold on,
hairy.
hold on.
Like you could be a hairy
You
dude.
know what?
Hold on,
You know what? I understand.
Hold
I
up,
get what
hold
I'm
I
not
just
one.
want to know.
No,
I
no.
just love.
No.
There she
She
goes.
drops that and fucking pieces out.
I think CJ could be hairy. There's your podcast quote for the fucking night.
No. That's that's not a sentence. God,
CJ, are you in fact hairy?
not
Are
that
you hairy, CJ?
No,
You're not that
no.
hairy?
My beard barely connects. No, man, I'm fucking pitiful. My
I think CJ could be hairy, and thank you, my friend. I'm gonna bust. There's your two fucking.
I don't want Atreus ruin kids for me.
There's your fucking two quotes for the night. What else we got? We got more questions.
Yeah, ask him.
Let me ask you another question here. I'm trying. There's some JRPG questions that CJ wouldn't give a shit about. I mean, let's face it. You wouldn't.
I love JRPGs, man. What are you talking about?
If a Gundam, Godzilla, and Sabin from Final Fantasy VI got into a fight, who would win?
Godzilla.
Yeah, like that's not even a
The
discussion.
smallest Godzilla is like 150 plus feet tall.
It wouldn't be a Gundam. Like
No,
a big
Gundams
robot?
are a fraction the size. So the average Gundam is 18 meters tall. The smallest incarnation of Godzilla is 50 meters tall. A Gundam comes up to like Godzilla's knee. And also Godzilla's like immortal and regenerating and all kinds of other shit.
And also radioactive.
yeah.
Right. Exactly.
So he's not real.
Hell yeah! Post Namor dick!
Wow. Oh, yep. There it is.
Latinos
so, Britt,
stay winning.
Britt, for
We're
anyone
interviewing
watching-
the dick.
Frank, get
Please,
back
Brittany-
in frame. Get back
No,
in frame.
Britt,
Britt,
can you
come
explain
on.
that? Britt, please explain that for Eddie, for everyone in chat right now.
Oh, they fucking Brandon Routh Tenacuerta.
Well, hold on, Britt, please, if you could,
Took away's bulge. That is not in the movie.
that
it's just weird
bulge,
At it. That is not in the movie.
that
Kevin
big
Feige.
package, the incredible bulge is
Incredible
missing from
they
Black
made
Panther.
him smooth.
They nerfed
They
him.
made him like this.
They nerfed him.
Yeah,
That's
they-
white supremacy right
they-
there. Kevin Feige, you racist motherfucker.
They patched
100%.
his big dick out.
Jeff.
What did Jeff do?
Courage to fucking say that shit on
What did Jeff do?
stream.
Jeff,
Say
say
it.
I didn't want to
Say it.
interrupt.
Jeff, say it.
I didn't want
Say
to
it.
cut anyone off.
Say it, Jeff. Say it.
He says, "Sounds like Namor's bulge is no more."
Oh.
Finn's not here, but his spirit lives on like a force ghost.
Jeff, that was Jeff. See, Jeff, you should have just led with that. You should be
drunk,
proud
man.
of it.
Holy shit! I went up to get another drink and barely made it up the stairs.
That's my boy. Are you gonna be okay to work tomorrow, Jeff?
I work from home. I'm fine.
Jeff,
I'll roll in an hour late.
Jeff
and,
barely-
Ron, are you gonna ask me if I'm gonna be okay to go to work tomorrow?
Are you gonna be okay to go to work tomorrow?
I am because I don't have a job.
I know, Britt. That's the joke.
Your
Are we
unemployed
supposed,
friend.
I
at
don't
2
know. Are
p.m.
we supposed to be like really sad or like happy that you're playing God of War? I don't know.
I'm
I
happy
mean,
that Britt's playing God of War.
It's a little bit of both, you
Britt,
know.
I'm
Like
happy
money's good. Like money
Yeah,
is.
money good.
Britt, I'm happy you're on the
Oh.
podcast. All right.
You know what? Oh, here's a great question. Lervinar wants to know, since Artemis launched, what game would you sign up to Intelligent Life that you would want them to experience or get to know humanity by?
God of War.
Fuck, that's great. That's great.
Wait,
Um,
repeat the question. Hold up.
So since Artemis launched,
Just like for
what-
people who don't know, Artemis is the
Yeah.
latest NASA rocket to go back to the moon.
Okay.
what game would you want to sign up to Intelligent Life that you would want them to experience or get to know humanity by?
Guys,
Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
Solid. Solid, Britt.
Battle Tanks 2. Joking.
okay, wait, Justin, go. Wait.
Journey.
Okay.
Ooh.
Journey's the
No,
first one that popped in my. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Journey.
no,
Very, very good, Jeff.
guys.
Very good.
Okay, listen. You're all wrong. I love you guys, but you're all wrong. It has to be Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. If not for the fucking soundtrack,
Yeah,
Intelligent
yeah.
Life is gonna get the fucking best of 2001. They're gonna get
Intelligent Life is gonna come down. They're just gonna be obsessed with ska.
Is 3 the one
Alien
with,
Ant Farm. Alien
does it
Ant
have
Farm.
96 Quite Bitter Beings? Is
Yes.
that,
Okay.
fucking
Del the
CKY?
Funky Homo Sapien. Fucking Alien
up the
Ant Farm.
soundtrack right now.
Exhibit. Fucking Exhibit. Red Man. Okay, 100%. Doesn't tell him we're gonna like expand their IQs by 100%. My dog needs to be.
So, since here's mine. Over the past few years, humanity has just not presented itself in the best light.
Yeah.
So, given the current state of things, I would send up Ride to Hell Retribution.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I respect
because-
that.
Because you know what? I'm like, you know what? We are a trash planet filled with trash people. And if you really want to know what humanity is, if you really want to know what humans are really like at the core, play Ride to Hell Retribution.
No, it's the Quiet
There
Man,
it
right?
is. No, it's Ride to Hell. No, it's Ride to Hell Retribution.
All right. So here's
That's
the
what
deal.
the fuck it is.
Here's the deal. If you really want to explain what humans are about, you have one choice. You've got to send up a trashy porn visual novel.
Yes.
Doki
gotta be
Doki
done.
Literature Club.
No, that's not. No,
I don't
it's
think
not
no, that
trashy.
one's not pornographic.
No, that's like the opposite
Dead or
completely.
Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball.
No, that's like
Yes.
This is
Doki Doki
okay.
Literature
Look,
Club is like
so here's the
psych-
thing.
psychic horror.
Surprisingly, I don't have a name in mind. I don't really fuck with porn VNs. I love VNs. I love porn. I've never really fucked
I
with
don't believe you.
the intersection there.
I don't believe you.
My favorite VNs are things like House of Fata Morgana.
House
But
of
you
what?
got to send a. I was literally talking to you about this just a fucking week ago, John. House and Fata Morgana. But no, some trashy porn VN. It's gotta be
That's
like
humanity
something
right
with
there.
shrine maidens, or where you romance your sister, like some horrid shit that is like
What are you talking about?
some
The
awful
pigeon one?
shit.
What's
that-
the pigeon VN?
No, the pigeon
The
one
dancing-
has
We gotta s-
artistic and satirical purpose. I mean, genuine gutter trash.
All right.
The sort of
Romance
thing that
your
made high out.
sister?
That's fucking anime for you,
it's just
man.
It's just gonna be somebody's Steam Deck.
And
just
people don't
filled
fuck,
with
and so Derek,
crusty
that's
ass
anime
Steam Deck.
for you. People like, John, why don't you get into anime, John? Why don't you like anime, John? Well, there it fucking is, right there.
When anime's great, it's like high art, and when it's bad, it's romancing your sister.
See all these Dragon Ball characters, John, on my fucking phone. That's exactly what Derek's talking about. They all do that shit. Don't get into anime.
Yeah.
Don't get it.
Somewhere I
It's too
hear
late.
Finn, just like sensing something that he needs us to talk about Dokkan
Dokkan-
Battle or whatever the fuck.
He's gonna send Dokkan Battle because he just wants someone to.
romancing your sister.
he
What the
just wants
fuck?
the referral.
Oh, Bobo in chat actually had a good one. Just send up the guy game.
Yo,
No,
What is the
you
guy-
can't.
what is the
isn't
guy
that the
game?
one that has? Isn't that the
Oh,
one that
Jeff.
has
Underage,
fucking
yes.
underage women?
yes,
You can't
no,
have that
but
one.
the
Leave
guy
it
game
though.
is such an interesting like relic of like
is
video
it?
games.
Is it
Wait,
really that
wait,
interesting?
Yes.
wait, no, hold on. Did they find? Wait, I haven't
There's
heard
underage
that.
women in the guy game.
Yeah, they have to
There's
recall
it's bad. Yeah, it's
No
not.
shit.
There's 16-year-olds in that game, topless. It's bad. Yeah.
No fucking wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's wild.
Oh, we'll just send them like clips of like.
I
the
remember
Spike
that
video-
game got a good review in IGN.
No, they look. We'll send them clips from the IGN video. I mean, at the Spike Video Game Awards, and that's it. That's like all of humanity,
Yeah.
summed up perfectly, right
Yeah.
there.
You know what? Not even a game. Send them Roadhouse, starring Patrick Swayze.
100%. That's it. That's all you
Chick
can say about it.
Hydrobot is like the ambassador.
ambassador of
to
humanity.
life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No,
Shit.
no, we send them. We send them
Original movie Sonic.
Yes, and Reggie, and yeah, and who else? We send them Jeff Keighley so he can talk about like whatever mobile game he has to push on the Game Awards, and that's it. That's it. That's humanity right there.
That's
Skyrim.
fantastic.
But not just
Skyrim-
the single version, every single version of Skyrim.
That's a good. Oh, and The Rock pushing his energy drink while he's like working out and
Look at him.
I love that. I love that.
Zoa
I love
Energy, man.
I fucking love
I was gonna
that.
say we gotta send him Fast and Furious Crossroads.
Yes.
So if you guys
That's
remember,
the game you will regret purchasing, John.
yes, because I purchased it and streamed it because I wanted to stream something terrible.
You bought it? I assumed you
did.
got that code somehow.
No, I bought it.
God damn.
Respect,
I bought
man.
it. I bought it. You know what?
You live life a quarter.
I
100%
live.
respect.
Yeah, I live life 25 subs at a time, and I had to make sacrifices for content, and I will say, like, I played it for 2 hours, and Dominic Toretto shows up in the first 10 seconds of the game, and that's it. Like he must have done like maybe 10 seconds worth of voiceover for that fucking thing, and today, like, it's one of the worst gaming experiences I've ever had. I'm so sad about it. It's fucking terrible.
I think we got
What
one
the
more.
I'm
Give me
just
one
looking
more.
at what Brit post.
One more
Yeah,
question. What
is
happened?
happening?
Don't talk about it.
Well, I
Brit.
can't show that on stream. Never mind.
Brit,
Whatever it
Brit.
is.
It's the content read.
what the fuck?
Look, if you
Derek,
post
I need
it
you to-
in the post it in the call chat, we're gonna talk about it.
Derek, I need you to take the stream offline now.
No, come on. We got time for another question.
Not
We'll
till
all
I
talk
see
about
it.
it after.
Let's do one more question.
Let's do
Fuck
one
it.
more question. All right, we'll do one more question. Don't do it, Derek. Derek's looking at his fucking phone.
He's not gonna do it. He didn't even want the parents.
He is gonna fucking do it. Yeah, see, he fucking did it.
Mom found the cones.
Look at his fucking face. Look at what you've done to our beautiful boy.
Oh, he's seen worse. He's played hentai games.
You've
I
played
have,
hentai
just not
games?
visual novels.
Oh, Derek.
It takes too long to get to the fucking point.
Derek.
See, I'm smart. I only romance the adult characters in Persona 5. 100%.
Right.
But-
Hot teacher lady. Right.
no, it's Takemi. It's Takemi. Come on.
I mean, also good. Also good.
All right.
I have a question. One question.
What's your
Yeah.
question?
What do we think our game of the year is going to be for next year?
Fuck.
I don't even know what's
Even
coming
know-
out next year, hardly.
All right,
buddy.
Everything.
It's
Final
Kirby
Fantasy
Return.
16, John.
Hey, listen, guys. It's Kirby Return.
Oh
to
yeah, it's Final
Dreamland,
Fantasy
baby.
16.
It's-
I just
Kirby-
want to point out that 2023 is the fucking year of Final Fantasy. This podcast is going to be insufferable.
We're gonna lose
It's
our
gonna be
shit.
fantastic.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be on leave for
Crisis
like,
Core
6
is out
months.
in
Good.
like 3
Get
weeks.
out of here. I want
got-
a reason to fucking leave this
we got-
podcast.
Fuck
So we
off,
got-
Britt.
We got Crisis Core in 3 weeks. We got Theat Rhythm in February.
We got,
We've got
I just pull up the list, John. I'm just gonna run through it real quick.
Yeah.
We got Breath of the Wild 2, Tears of the Kingdom.
that's not a Final Fantasy game.
Well, there's
all
other
the-
fucking games coming out. We got Final Fantasy 16, Suicide Squad, Street Fighter 6, Starfield, sure, Alan Wake 2,
Yakuza,
Dead
Ishin,
Space.
like a Dragon Ishin, whatever.
Forspoken,
Dead Space.
Forza
Yeah,
Horizon.
Dead Space. Is
Octopath-
Callisto Protocol next year too?
No, that's
Yeah,
in,
no, that's
That's this
that's
year.
in a few weeks.
December 2nd.
Damn.
Octopath Traveler 2,
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. That's not coming out next year.
Return
That's
to
not coming out
Dreamland.
next year, for
Return
sure.
to Dreamland, Kirby.
Return to Dreamland.
Game of the year, baby, Kirby. I have an OLED now.
You've also got the Mega Man Battle Network collection, which I'm.
We said
super-
Zelda, right?
We did say
Yeah.
Zelda.
Yeah.
First one.
for the
Um,
Switch 2.
I
Pikmin
guarantee-
4.
Yo,
fucking
Metal
guarantee
Slug
you-
Tactics.
I was literally just gonna say Final Fantasy Tactics, Derek. You know that.
No, I said Metal Slug Tactics.
Oh, Metal.
motherfucker.
That's gonna be awesome. But
Oh,
we
but
got
obviously, guys, it's the pixel remasters, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation.
It's
5,
going to
and
be the
Xbox.
currently unannounced 3D Donkey Kong platformer from
Oh,
Nintendo
what?
coming
Yeah,
out next
Lars
fall.
gonna lose his shit when that gets announced.
I
we
fully
got
believe that.
Look,
fully
I
believe
pulled
that's
this.
a real thing.
I pulled this bullshit already with Fire Emblem, so I'm gonna pull it again. Last time we were talking about upcoming games. This wasn't last time. It was a few times back. I did the whole like it's the upcoming traditional Fire Emblem game being released, this coming winter, and I was correct. And I'm
Okay,
saying it
no,
now.
Derek,
next
say-
fall,
Derek-
3D
No,
Donkey Kong
Derek,
platformer.
Derek,
you did
say-
the Pikmin 4 thing too.
No,
Yeah, but I
Derek,
did that every direct. That's
Derek,
not the
Derek,
same.
Please just say it's a 2D Donkey Kong game by Retro.
No, it's
Please,
3D.
Just say it.
It's
Please,
3D.
It's a 3D
no, just say
platformer.
it. Just say it for me.
I can't.
Say it.
I can't lie to you. I'm going to tell you the
3D.
truth.
Please.
I used to work at
got,
Nintendo. What can I say?
Listen, my 2024 game of the year is Call of Duty Iraq by Treyarch. There we go.
Oh my
I'm
God.
going another year.
we've got the unannounced Final Fantasy 14 expansion. That for sure
Yeah.
will be next year.
I am sure that we'll at least get that Final Fantasy 9 remake announced next year. We know it's real because it was on the Nvidia leak.
We've got
And
the Last of Us 2 remake. That's coming next year.
That's coming next year as well. Yeah,
Horizon Zero
the
Dawn
God of
remake.
War, the God of War Ragnarok remake.
The Horizon Zero Dawn remake. That's coming
Ragna
out.
Mastered next
Ragna
year.
Master. Ragna Master. All right, Derek, take the fucking stream offline. We're done.
No,
Yeah.
we got one more hour. We can keep going.
Oh, Jeff,
Jeff.
you need to sleep.
Jeff, do you know what? Jeff, do you know how to tell
All
time?
right, Jeff, let's go offline, and you and I will go back online. We'll keep fucking doing it.
Fucking
I don't work. I
Jeff,
don't work
you need-
tomorrow. I'm drunk.
I will
Let's do it.
filibuster this
do.
shit for 5 more hours.
Jesus.
I've got fucking responsibility. Ugh.
Jeff's got to
Just
sleep.
get unemployed like me.
Guys,
You don't-
I gotta
you don't have to
tell you,
work.
this just proves to
Hey.
me that on sometimes the weeks where there's no real news are the best.
We
weeks,
should do
'cause
this.
This is
Yes.
a fucking blast.
There's the Discord. There's the fucking Patreon. Sub here. Give us money on Patreon so we can do charity shit, so we can buy new equipment.
Yep. Yep.
And give us feedback if you want us to do this more on weeks.
We had a
there's no fucking
great
news.
we had a great crowd in chat tonight. Appreciate you guys being here.
Turns out everyone shows up for a fucking comedy podcast.
Yeah, I know. Thanks a lot to everyone for showing. We had a nice full active chat tonight. I
That was
really appreciate
awesome
you
tonight.
guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
it was
so
fun.
Fantastic, so fantastic. And guys, remember that kindness costs nothing. We'll see you next week.
Bobby.
Bye.